Peace, family. Peace, family. We're going to go in today. We're going to go in today. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to officially go live in a few minutes. I just wanted to give y'all some time to get notified as the sun continues to kick off these frequencies. Y'all just heard that? Did y'all just hear that? That was a Heru. Did y'all just hear that? Love it. That was Heru, the hawk. Y'all just heard that? As we go live, that's nature giving us approval to speak on this frequency today. As we begin to wake up, nature is going to begin to speak to some of us, and we are going to share that with you because some of the revolution will be on live or televised for the chosen ones who are really the chosen ones. There are fake chosen ones and there are real chosen ones. That's right. Yes. Put that in there too, because you can't forget. I got a big announcement. So we're going to get started with the big announcement first, and then we're going to get into the topic of this video as I took notes for this one. Because we're going to talk about a lot of things that a lot of y'all are going through that maybe you do or don't see, but this is going to be confirmation for the next move on your journey so you can ascend to higher levels. Okay? Okay, I'm just going to wait for y'all to get on here. Let the sun kick these frequencies to me, y'all. If y'all losing y'all appetite, that's because you're not needing to eat soon. We're about to move into our higher frequency where we don't need to eat food. You know? Went through a wild detox after my last live. Right after last live, man. I started getting headaches, started feeling hot. I threw up like 6 times that night. Some stuff that was coming out of me, I didn't even know was inside of me. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? The sun will get the extra stuff out of you. The radiation will get the extra gunk out of you. And then the next day, after I heard ships while I'm laying in my bed curled up in a ball because of these ascension symptoms, the next day the sun was out, right? I laid in the sun, I went to sleep in the sun, felt like $1,000,000, radiating with energy right now. Telling y'all, family, I'm telling y'all, there are energetic parasites we got to get rid of too. Not just the physical ones. You have to get rid of all parasites that are controlling your thought processes. You know what I'm saying? Your thought processes. They are also been corrupted as well to a degree. These programs that we have inside of us. You see? Now, it's 2:56 right now. Let me get my tea. Hold on, y'all. This is my only snack that I take. Honey stick. Let me get my honey stick real quick. Hold on. Get me charged up. Honey stick, family. That's where it's at. I saw that. I don't put that on the ground. Don't litter ever. Okay. So, hey Bushi, I want you to elaborate on what you mean by the Zen Uru. Because I heard you say it multiple times. And I want you to elaborate on what you mean by Zen Uru. Because I'm not sure what that means. So, as somebody who doesn't know what they mean, trying to get understanding, tell me what that means. Zen Uru. Okay? What does that mean? Charging up, family. Charging up. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. If y'all, you know how we do. Whenever we speak something, oh, it's a big shit behind me right now. It's a big one behind me. It's cloaked. I can hear it though. All right. 2:57. Waiting for y'all to come on there. Got a big announcement before we get into the guts of this video. Because a lot of the videos that I'm going to start bringing y'all is going to be about my personal experiences. You know, fire bending. Like y'all told you, I could speak to animals. I'm not sure when I can be able to move the trees in front of y'all, but I'll do that soon too. Picking up things, telekinesis. As long as we had this internet, I'm going to be sharing this stuff. I don't care. They're not coming for me. I'm too protected. People that come for it, man, like, y'all do what y'all do. But, nah, man. You got to move in confidence, man. When you doubt yourself, you have fear. And you can't be confident if you have fear. But when you remove doubt, you gain confidence, which allows you to do your mission. And a lot of you are here to change the world by being who you are, not being like other people, not copying and mimicking other people. And a lot of us are just puppets or parrots that are being used or mimicking other individuals who are also not operating in their authentic self. So you know the rule. Anything that I say, if it's resonating, well, then just put a 1 below if it's resonating. But I know for a lot of people, a lot of things that I'm showing or saying, the languages I'm speaking are going over your head because you're just here to observe what's about to happen to some people on this planet. And that's okay too. Whatever you are, wherever you are in your mission, wherever you are in your soul purpose, in your journey, in your contract, that's cool too. But a lot of people are observing people that are the chosen ones stepping out in their authenticity, because one day you probably gonna do it as well. But you might need a little bit of an extra push to see someone with no fear being able to do these things. You know, being able to do these things. Now, in my other brand, Intensity, a lot of you have been asking for certain products that you're struggling to keep in stock, such as moringa, ashwagandha, mucuna. So I saw that problem because I don't run operations over there anymore, but I do run operations in Earthly Elevation. And I said, you know what? Let me create something that lines up with what it is we are and who it is that is following me right now with the mission that I'm giving. And I decided to create a product called Vitamin X. Vitamin X that has been imbued with the Sri Lanka sacred geometry. The ingredients are mucuna extract, ashwagandha extract, moringa extract, and bacopa extract. For the X gene, if you want 30% off, you enter X gene. X gene, vitamin X. Like I said again, it has moringa extract, mucuna extract, ashwagandha extract, and bacopa extract. Y'all was asking me for these. Couldn't get them over there, but I got them over there, all combined in one, and that's how we go there. Now, I'm going to time this. I guarantee with the lives that I'm doing out here, we're going to hear and see at least 7 to 10 planes fly over my head today as we're doing it live. You're going to hear nothing but planes around me because that's what they do. That's what they do to us. They monitor us. They watch us. But you're going to hear a lot of planes right now. Now, the topic of this video today, because I had to get this out, Vitamin X, family. Vitamin X is in the building. Mucuna, moringa, ashwagandha, and bacopa. You want to no more multivitamins. No more multivitamins. This is the ultimate upon the ultimate upon the ultimate multivitamin. And if you want 30% off, go to the website and enter X gene at checkout. All right? I told y'all I was going to take care of y'all. Now, I got some subjects that we really want to talk about today, and this is one of the biggest that will deter you in your journey, and that is your relationships with people, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your family, whether it's your children, and some things that may have been happening to you more than often that you should look out for. Wow, that sun is kicking. Love it. It's kicking, y'all. It gave me a little bit of a tan today in the wintertime. Now, hold on. Here we go. Now, if these subjects resonate with you, just put a 1 below. but we're going to go deep into every subject. Now, the first subject with relationships is them not being on their missions and becoming haters of you secretly because you're on your mission. See, when you get with a person, there's a lot of things you should look out for, okay? A lot of things you should look out for. And one is their level of motivation within themselves to do good for themselves. If these individuals only want to do good for you, sooner or later, they're going to begin to resent you. As you're on your journey and you're elevating spiritually, doing your shadow work, dealing with the inner child, and having results because of that, because of their lack of results and their wanting to serve your mission, they're going to become haters of you secretly around you. And that energy, let's say you share something with them, right? And they appear to be happy. There's something inside of you that doesn't feel like they're happy for you. And by way of their power of manifestation, they're going to counteract your ability to manifest with their wanting for you not to go to another level, because they realize that you going to another level and they aren't going to another level. They are going to try to keep you where you're at, to keep you around for them comfortably, because they know that when you get to a certain place, you may just well leave them. And they know this inside of their heart of hearts. Now, when you get with an individual, whether it's a man or a woman, whatever it is, you need to look out for certain things, certain habits that they have. Okay, I'll go to the small one. Working out. If an individual doesn't want to work out on their own, I would call this person a liability. Because when you get with somebody, you need to think about their habits they have now for the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. And if this habit continues to manifest, bad or good, how will it serve you or themselves on this journey? Now, I know many of you may be going through this because you're on your mission, you're focused, you're reading books, and you're trying to bring them along with you. But bringing people along with you that really don't want to grow is like dragging a weight of 100 and whatever pounds they are on your ankles. And it's very difficult to run a full mile on a track in a particular period of time when you have this person dragging along, siphoning all of your manifestations, siphoning all of your energy. Now, this goes with money as well. This goes with resources as well. When you're giving your resources, your money, and your energy to a person, it's all the same thing. You create your resources with what? Your time, which is what? Your energy. You create your money with what? Your time, which is energy. You create these things with energy. But when you're with a person and these people are not going to a place you need to go to or not trying to get there, they're going to be used by this matrix to keep you where you're at. Has anybody ever felt this happening to them? Or does anybody feel this happening to them right now? On this experience, as realized spiritual beings having human experiences, they are going to pull out all stops to stop you from believing in yourself. They're going to send people your way because you're a loving, giving, empathic, that's two, person. And because of this, they're going to use the people that can get through your heart space to you. They're going to use them to stop you, to slow you down. Hold on. There we go. Okay. They're going to use them. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. All right. Sorry, family. Okay. They're going to use them to deter your mission. And they go from loving you to hating you all in a short period of time, not because of nothing that you did, because of what they're not doing. See, when you are in a relationship with somebody, or you're friends with somebody, or these are your family members, you start out as one type of person. This is where you are in the beginning of your journey. But when you go on this mission, family. When you go on this mission, you change, you transform, you become somebody different. The things that you used to accept are no longer going to be acceptable for you. And that's going to be an issue for the people that you're with right now. Because they're not growing, they're going to expect you to remain the same. They're going to expect you to do the low vibrational things you once were doing, but it doesn't fly with you anymore. And they're going to try to use their narcissism, gaslighting, deflecting, whatever it may be, when you try to say, listen, this is not what we need to be doing no more because it is now I've acquired. I'm going to explain what this means and why I'm not doing it, and we shouldn't do this no more. But because these people have not acquired this knowledge and these realizations, to them, it's still okay. So then what do you do? What do you do then? Because now you love a person. You probably have a soul contract with them. Could be a karmic soulmate as well. Could be a karmic soulmate. A lot of you right now are with karmic soulmates to teach each other lessons, to maybe break your heart, to maybe break their heart, or to maybe lose you so they can finally get their shit together. But a lot of you right now are you're with karmic soulmates here for a short period of time to teach each other significant lessons that are going to help each other get to the next level of their journeys. I need you to understand the difference between twin flames, soulmates, and karmic soulmates. And finding your twin flame is very, very rare. Just going to let you guys know. Have you ever been with a karmic soulmate? Or are you with your twin flame? Are you with your twin flame and they refuse to grow? Then what do you do? Then what do you do? Then what do you do? Now, I want to let you know how dangerous it is to be in a relationship with somebody whose consciousness is low right now. Because we're rising in frequency and it's going to be a split. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't care how it's going to look. All I know is I want to be on the right side of that split. So I want to be able to work on myself and improve upon myself every day. And I want to be around people who only want to do that. I don't want to talk to you if you're not trying to talk about some high level stuff. I don't want to be around you if all you want to do is talk about sports and drama. I don't want to deal with you if you can't talk about anything higher than that. Ascension, goals, grounding, spirituality, dimensions, reality, powers, these types of things, right? Healing, right? So there's a book that I would like everybody to read if you're interested in knowing what love is truly about, based off of the Hermetic principles. And once you read this book, you're not going to want to... 3 planes. Third one. It's crazy. I said 10, right? I said 10. Okay. Everybody watching the show, I'm with it. Okay. Now, this book is based off of the way we used to love when we had successful families and relationships. And this is the reason why many of us do not have successful families and relationships. Broken children, broken adults, over and over and over again. But how many times must we see each other arguing on Tell Lies to the Vision and fighting each other before we decide to do something within ourselves about it? If you read this book entitled Science of Love, you're not for... But where's it at? Oh yeah, there it is, looping around right in front of me. I see you. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. If you read this book entitled Science of Love, I think the author's name is John Baines. I think it's John Baines. I could be wrong though. Science of Love. You will not want to be with anybody who doesn't read this book. By reading this book by itself, you're going to go through shadow work. You're going to begin to heal the inner child. You're going to put together all the relationships that you have been through in your life that have failed because of you, because of what you didn't know. Some of y'all are out of relationships because you have continued to allow people to disrespect you and to make you compromise yourself. Do you realize that when you're with somebody that is, I'm a dream walker, when you're with somebody that is not of alignment with you, or you're not of alignment with yourself, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. The book is entitled Science of Love. It's like a pink book, a pink, purple, and tan book. You can find it on Amazon. Science of Love. The first half of the book tells you everything about why love that you think you know doesn't work. And then the second half of the book teaches you how to actually do it the right way. When you read this, you will require anybody that you deal with to read this book. Because if they don't read this book, your relationship is going to fail. I guarantee it. It's going to fail. Or you're going to be in a relationship right now that is unhappy, and you're not going to say anything because you don't have any confidence in your mission and where you are in your mission, and you don't need anybody to get to the next level in your mission. The only people you need around you are those ascending inside of themselves, because by you becoming the best version of yourself, you make our unit better. This is a business. Relationship is business. And part of that business is to pour into self. If you pour into me all the time, you're going to hate me. I was right, John Baines. You're going to hate me soon. You're going to hate me. Because all you're doing is giving me all your energy while I'm giving me all my energy. And you're not going to have anything to give to yourself because you haven't found what's inside of you that's also special as well. I'm not just special. You are special too. So when you have somebody that's just saying, I want to support you and that's all I want to do. No. Red flag. It's a red flag. It's a red flag. Because as you become more powerful, as you're more emanated with light, these people are going to want to absorb that light and siphon your light, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel how this person became turned from a partner to a vampire, like that. And now you're going to have to become somebody that you don't want to be. Assertive, what you should have started out as. Boundaries, what you should have started out as. Making rules and deal breakers, which you should have had a conversation with them about. One of the biggest problems in relationships is we don't set boundaries and get to know people in the very beginning of our relationships. And then when we get with them and they tell us these things that are red flags, right? We ignore them and we only focus on the green flags. As my shoulder begins to hurt again. Ascension symptom. This pain has not gone away for since the beginning of January. My shoulder is hurting all around here, from my neck down right now. Anybody had that happen to them? Just out of nowhere, just this pain from here down. Man, Kundalini, chill. Yo. Yes. Wow. Okay. Now, what happens if you're with an individual past the point that you were supposed to be with them? So, I'll give you an example. You have somebody for 4 or 5 years. You have said a lot. You have built something with them, or you feel like you've built something with them, or you just spent a lot of time. Some people get time and building mixed up. Just because you spent a lot of time doesn't mean you built anything of significance with that person. Those are two different things, just so you know. So I'll give you an example. You're with an individual. You're with an individual, and you're with them for 5 years, and your relationship has hit a head. This person doesn't want to grow, and you're continuing to grow. And you know you can't continue to help this person because all you're doing is getting into arguments. All they're doing is rejecting your knowledge, rejecting your growth, finding reasons to argue with you because now they have nothing going on and you have everything going on. You're happy, but they're dragging your energy down. And what do you do when you're past the point that you know you should have been past already? What do? I'll tell you what you do. In fact, I'll tell you what happens if you don't do it, what you already know you should do. If you don't exit that relationship, you're going to begin to suffer in a big way. Because we have contracts with each other. But sometimes we're too stubborn because we've put time in. But guess how much time you're going to put in if you're with somebody that you know you're not supposed to be with. But what are you giving up when you're with that person you're not supposed to be with? Who are you giving up? That person that could be at the part of your mission that's going to help you get to the next level, or you help them, and it's a reciprocal relationship, you're going to suffer. And that person that's waiting for you is going to suffer as well. Because you refuse to give up that person. And that person themselves may make you suffer. Has anybody ever been through this? Been in a relationship too long, and after your higher self told you it was time to get out of that relationship and you didn't do it, you began to suffer. And then it became painfully obvious that the person was not supposed to be with you. You may have gotten in a car accident. You may have lost your job. That person may have cheated on you. You may have been hit by that person, abused by that person. You stopped making money. Psst. Somebody said you lose yourself. Yes. You lose yourself because you're denying yourself your future. Because you think you're too invested. All right. You ever heard of a bad investment? Have you ever heard of a bad investment? Huh? You ever heard of that? I can't believe I spilled on my tea. I'm mad about that. You ever heard of that, family? How long would you stay in a bad investment when you know you ain't making no more money? Huh? Huh? Think about that. Please don't fall. Think about that. Huh? Just want to let y'all know. I know it's difficult to end these things because you don't want to leave or you don't want to start over. But how much more difficult will it be to stay? And how much of yourself do you have to give up to stay? Think about that. Just let that sit with you. I'm here to help you think about these things. I'm not telling you to do anything. I just want you to think about them and how this correlates with what you're going through or have gone through right now before you get into something else. If you are alone, if you are alone right now, you should read that book immediately. If you are alone, because you will save yourself a lot of heartache if you just listen to what I'm saying. Because it's probably what's stopping you from your abilities. It's probably stopping you from your downloads. It's probably stopping you from your manifestations. It's probably stopping you right now. I guarantee it is. And you have to stand up for yourself. Stand up for your mission. Some people are with you, chosen one, and they do not respect you because you do not respect you. Science of Love, that's the book. Because you do not respect you. Let that sit with you. Why would somebody treat you better than how you treat yourself? I was talking to my son today, and, I'm trying to work on him. Another one right over my head. Look at this one here. It's low. You low. Well, how about waving then? It was right over my head. That's really low. Get a picture. I mean, shit. Y'all niggas tripping. All right. So I was talking to my son, right, today. And my son, I'm trying to help him become a better man because he's about to be grown soon. And I ain't playing. 18, you out. That's my rule. You ain't learning from me by the time you're 18, then shit. I'll let the world teach you because I give my kids knowledge. And if you don't want to apply this knowledge, the world will teach you. So as I'm taking my son to the gym today to work him out, I look at his face, I look at his hair, I look at his nose. I'm like, bro, when you're a man, you go outside and you care about how you look, right? How do you expect people to give you respect if you walk outside looking like anything? You don't groom yourself. You don't put lotion on your face. You don't make sure you look good. If you don't have a good shape up, just fix the hair around it, at least. So I ask you, family, men and women, how do you expect your partners, your family, and your friends to treat you with respect when you've been showing them disrespect for yourself the whole time? You're doing things that you don't agree with. You're following along with people that you don't agree with. And you expect them to respect you? Where'd they do that at? Where'd they do that at? No wonder they've been cheating on you. No wonder they've been talking to you any old kind of way. You don't stand up for yourself. Think about that one. Think about that one. And by not standing up for yourself, your energy gets siphoned from your own very self. Your own very self. I was talking to somebody yesterday in one of my consults, and she was in a relationship, and, she asked me a question about, relationship. She was stressing about the relationship, and she was talking about she wants to snap on him when she talks to him. But I told her, as I spoke to her guides, I said, the way you deal with him is going to make a big difference in where you are in your spiritual growth. When you want to snap on somebody, when you deal with them, observe why you feel that way, and you'll get to the bottom of the problem that's really there. Childhood stuff, shadow work. So the next time somebody pisses you off that's in a relationship, instead of letting your emotions control you and acting impulsively, take a deep breath, step outside of the human having the experience, look at yourself as the higher version of yourself, right? And observe that feeling. Then ask yourself, why do I feel this way for that person? And where does that really come from? And then you'll get to another level of your growth. Another level of your growth. Before you snap out. Before you lose your cool. And say something or do something that you regret. That's going to probably make the situation worse for you. It's probably going to make it worse. It probably will. So, if you desire to make it better, desire a better you to do that. Because in the state that you might be in, where you want to snap out or bite back, become the person that you want to be. And become the person that you also want to see. Because in our community, I'm going to speak for my community because we're warned the most. Men are against women because we refuse to do the shadow work and realize who tricked us to make us act this way towards each other, while the whole world laughs at us. Because if we're against each other, there's no balance on this planet. We are the original people of nature. We are. Whether you're white in here or Asian, you need to realize that we are the original people of nature. And the reason why everybody likes to watch us is because they have put us in there to watch our demise or our rise. You're going to watch us whether we're in our low state or a high state. This is the truth. And right now, we're in a low state, going back into our high state. So sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Because we're going up now. And you're going to watch us regardless, because we are the people of nature. This planet from the cosmos. Do you see? So my people, my neural melanated, is everybody's melanated. Everybody is melanated. Okay? When you say you're melanated, you're speaking about everybody. When you say you are neural melanated, you're talking about this here. So you're neural melanated. There's several different types of melanin. Before I get into a deep conversation, I'm not going to get into a deep convo about melanin. I want us to stop saying we're melanated. We are neural melanated. There's a difference. Just want you to start saying that, okay? Now next, I want you to realize that as you're going through your spiritual ascensions, you have sex drive fluctuations that your partner needs to be able to deal with. If your partner cannot take in the knowledge that you give them or where you're at, they're not going to understand your sex drive fluctuations. Now, if this, what I'm saying right here, resonates with anybody, just put a 1 below, right? At certain points of your ascension, your sex drive is going to be massively high. The reason why it's massively high is not to just have sacred energy exchange. It's to create. I'm going to say that again. It's to take the energy that you're feeling, harness it, and push it out to your external world to create. I created earthly elevation with sexual energy. All these products that are imbued with sacred geometry that work like they're beautiful. These products are the best things I've ever come out with. They channeled this through me. I created this company with sexual energy. And I took that energy and pushed it out to my external world, right? So when you are feeling a high sex drive, that is for creativity and learning, right? But if you're with a person who doesn't understand that and they only look at it as physical, they'll take that energy from you, especially the fellas. But men can also take it from the women as well. So a man can take it from you too. The sun is detoxing. I got mucus. God, thank you, son. I appreciate that. I apologize for that, family. The sun was detoxing me some more. I'm having an experience tonight, so it's getting me ready. Okay? I apologize for that once again. But it has to happen. When it came out, I got to come out. It was just coming up. But, all right, so when you're with a person who doesn't understand these fluctuations, you'll get into arguments for things you shouldn't be getting arguments with. You shouldn't be getting into an argument because they don't understand where you are in your ascension process, because they're here in their ascension and you started where they was wrong, like where they were, but you're going here and they're still like this. They're not really getting it. So being with somebody right now that's elevating themselves in their own way, it doesn't have to be like you, their own way, you know, you need to be with somebody that's lined up like that. Now, on the other side of things, where you don't feel horny, you don't feel like you want to do it, or that is for downloads. That is for downloads. Now you're dealing with your inner world and you're separating yourself from the physical needs of the body. It's an internal ascension now. So your sex drive may go away. All of a sudden you're here with sex drive and then you're here. But inside you're still here. It's a different type of expression now. It's an internal expression instead of an external expression. Do you see? Do you see? Because your solar energy is it's like gasoline for an ascension. It's high octane gasoline this goes for men and women as well. This goes for both of you. Okay? But if you're with somebody who doesn't understand the fact that you don't want to do that right now, they're going to give you hell. Are you cheating on me? What are you doing? You're not affectionate. Like, I'm focused. I'm in here right now. This don't have nothing to do with you. But because you don't understand this, because you're not doing your own inner work, you're coming at my neck. Now, you're making me feel guilty. You're messing up my ascension because I got to deal with your energy now. You see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? These people, they're vibing so low, you can only think on the physical level. And when I decide to elevate myself spiritually, you think it has something to do with you. This has nothing to do with you. Because you ain't reading, you're not discovering, you're not dealing with the inner child, you're not asking yourself the difficult questions. Now you're projecting all that bullshit on me. And I got to deal with it now. You see? It get wild out here, yo. It get wild. get wild. It does. It's a real thing that we deal with. It is. This sun is kicking. Where's it at? I don't see it. I don't see it. What's good, Aunt? Long time no see. My homie from back in the day. All right. Now, let's talk about the rules we must set for these people and ourselves. Like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and talk about these people if I don't talk about ourselves. If you get with somebody and you know they're not where you are, don't judge them when they're not where you are right away. Give them time to adjust to you. Because it takes a lot. When you get with somebody like us, it takes a lot. You are an alarm clock all the time. And we're not easy to be with for these people. We're not. But because we're with them, we had a soul contract to help them. So in the beginning, exercise patience until you know it's futile. Sometimes we're only in people's space for a time to get them to their ascension, right? But please don't kill them because we're really powerful. We are really powerful, and sometimes we can make their lives hell because they're not growing as fast as we would like. But acknowledge when they do grow, because we're moving at a very quick pace, and because we've been on this journey for a long time. But when these people aren't growing to the level we want to grow to, sometimes we tend to be too hard on them. If they're showing us something, that's a good thing. No, not showing us. You show us by showing you, right? We just are able to see it because we've been through those steps as well. But you're not like saying, oh, look, I read a book today. Oh, look, I did some shadow work today. We'll know by your habits. We'll know by your conversation what you are doing. You don't got to tell us nothing. We'll know it. We'll know it. But if you're watching this and you're with a chosen one, you're with that chosen one for growth and ascension. And if you're a chosen one with somebody who is at a lower level in frequency, they could be chosen, just not where you are yet. You're with them because you are raising them to the level of frequency they have to get to for the next stage of their journey, possibly to ascend with, possibly not to ascend with, but you need to understand your purpose in your journey, and them vice versa, just so you know. But we can be very difficult to be with because they went from a life of some of them went to a life of just existing and sometimes being pretty and hanging out with their friends and drinking every night, to meditating in nature and, doing plant medicine and taking supplements and taking care of their bodies and asking themselves the questions about their family and why they think the way they do. A lot of people don't think like this. They don't. A lot of people do not think about why they are the way they are. It's kind of wild to think about, but there was a time where many of us didn't think about this as well. Like, why am I the way I am? We never thought like this. We never thought. So when you jump into their lives, it may be of a bit of a shock to them. This is why in the very beginning, before you go through stress, 7 planes. Before you go through stress, ask the right questions. There's a game that I posted a little while ago that I want y'all to get. I bought it from this influencer. Man, what was his name? What was his name? Dang, I forget, yo. I forget his name. But I'll put it in my stories after this live. That y'all should play with each other and it's about asking questions. Now, how low you gonna get today? Where you at? There he is. Y'all hear it? 7. All day, all night. All day, all night. All right? So time is crucial. It's like we don't have time to play around right now. We don't have time to play around right now. You get with somebody and you have sacred energy exchange with them, but you don't want to ejaculate. and they lose their minds. Let me tell you something, women. You have been taught through pornography and movies that when a man ejaculates, that is success. But it's not success if you're not trying to make a child. It is a death ritual. I'm going to say it again. If you're not trying to make a child, a man ejaculating is a death ritual. So, when a man says he doesn't want to ejaculate, he is trying to use his sexual energy for his self and his own creativity, healing, boost of his immunity, his ascension, and his spiritual awakening. And if he exercises control like that, that is a man to follow. Hear me? Do you hear me now? Do you hear me now? Do you hear me? But what happens if you're with a woman who doesn't understand that? Well, I'm not good. Oh, I must be trash. I'm better than I'm not better. Like, listen, yo, I don't got time for this arguing. Raise your goddamn consciousness so we don't got to deal with this. Know that when I let my semen go, I'm taking all the energy from all of the glands in my body, which are connected to my chakras. But if you're with a woman who doesn't know who chakras are, then you got a problem. Then you got a problem. Right? Then you got a problem for real. I'm going to speak on that real quick, Ramirox. Right? Then you got a real problem. That's why it's good to get with somebody who really knows what time it is out here. I mean, on the surface, this like chakras is like surface. Chakras is the surface level. That's the surface. Women don't realize how much more affection they would get if we didn't ejaculate. You realize after we ejaculate, you don't look as pretty to us like right away. That's real talk. That's from a man. After we ejaculate, we still love you, but you don't look as good to us. Real talk, yo. We don't. You don't. It's the way our bodies are designed. You look a little uglier to us. Even if you're beautiful, you're still ugly. In a way. It's like our body says, all right, she's done. You did your job. Go away. Go and plant your seed to the next vessel. Right? This is what our physical body tells us to do. Because I saw this video a little while ago, and I was like, man, that's kind of true. When I was in my primal state, right, back in the day. I was primal back in the day. And the guy said, I would rather do it to 10, I could do it to 10 women in one day than one woman 10 times. I'm like, damn, that's real talk. Now, I've never done 10 women in one day. I'm just saying, like, that's real talk. And when you're not connected to information and you just understand the physical view you live in, this is the reason why we get so much sperm. Millions and millions of sperm from one person. 10 guys can repopulate the whole world. Right? So if a man is losing his creative energy, his life force energy is also draining. And if his life force energy is draining, he only has a certain amount of chi per lifetime. Right? Right? So think about that, because if you want us to continue to ejaculate all the time, we're going to die young. This is why men don't live as long as women, because we keep losing our vital energy too much. And we don't age the same as well sometimes. Certain men don't age the same because they're having too much sex, losing their energy. If you want to do it right, yes, they did demonize polygamy. They did demonize polygamy. I'll get into that too. I'll get into polygyny. Nah, I'll do another video because y'all not. I'll do another video because that's a whole video, polygyny. I used to talk about that back in the day when I was married. But my wife's parents used to start snapping on me, and I used to get in little arguments with them about that, so I stopped talking about it. It was creating too much drama for me speaking truth online, so I left it alone. What's up, niece? All right, so look. So people say semen retention is no joke, right? I say I don't want to do semen retention. I would like to do sexual kung fu. I still want to have sex, but I don't want to ejaculate. See, When you retain your semen, you hold it down at the root, right? When you do sexual kung fu, you can push it all throughout your body, up your microcosmic orbit, in your pineal gland, and throw it all around your body. That's a better way to experience the sacred energy exchange. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, there we go. And y'all can ask questions too as we go along. You know, somebody said, what about women in orgasm? Are we not supposed to have it? You're supposed to hold it in. You are supposed to hold it in as well. Okay? You are. You're supposed to hold it in too. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes. That's a yes, you are. Okay? You are. I mean, whatever secretions come out while you're doing it is good. That's good. That's going to help the man heal, because your secretions in your body helps the man heal even if he consumes your secretions. That has a lot of minerals and nutrients in your secretions. That's one of the strongest healing substances on this planet besides menstrual blood, urine, and semen. Your secretions in your body that you naturally secrete when you do have sex, sacred energy exchange, are very powerful. And if he did consume them, if you're a healthy woman, then he'll be getting some benefits from that. But he's getting benefits from that even while you're doing it, because the skin on his shaft is the thinnest skin on his body, and your skin is your biggest organ in your body. And each part of his shaft is connected to each chakra, right? The head is connected to his crown and go down after that, right? So there you go. Yeah. Hey, niece, I'm in my backyard. This is my backyard. Right through those trees you saw when you came in my backyard, this is what's here. All this beauty right here. You know what I mean? So there you go. There you go. Okay? Is it like feeling like you're trying to release in your bladder? No, it's not. See, that's why you have to learn how to do ejaculation correctly. I'm probably going to be developing a program called Sexual God Program soon, which is going to teach men how to do that. There you go. That's coming soon. Okay? All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, family, to the next subject. Okay. Now, when you're with somebody, family, this sun is beautiful right now. This sun is incredible. Okay. When you're with somebody, right, and you have done plant medicine, you should get them to do plant medicine. Right? Oh, holistic black guy, please ask this question in 5 minutes after I get into the plant medicine stuff. I want to talk about that. All right? So look. Okay. Were you high? What is high? What is that? Let's talk about what is high, right? Right now, as we're under indoctrination, well, not all of us, but many of us, and improper ways of living, that's what I call low. I call that low. Another one. 8. 8. That's 8 planes. I said 10 in this video. I said 10, didn't I? I said 10. Here's 8, right? Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. There he is. That's how I know I'm not playing games. All right. That's 8. Okay. If you want a person that you're with to ascend at a faster rate, you should get them to tap into, let me move this over here, tap into plant medicine, such as psilocybin mushrooms, or iboga, or bufo. You should get them to do that. Because if you've had that experience, and they haven't had that experience, you probably should convince them to do a low dosage, such as 3 to 5. That's a low dosage. I don't care what Dennis and Terrence McKenna have told you about the heroic dose. The heroic dose is not 5 grams. The heroic dose is 10 to 20 grams. Right? Oh, look. How about this? Check this out, y'all. Look, I'm gonna show y'all again. Look, another one. Look at this. Here we go. Look at that one. Just took off. Another one. Yo, I'm telling y'all, that's 9. I think that's 9. That's 9 right there. Okay, that's 9. All right, let's get back to the video. Okay. Now, if you convince them to do that, and you do it with them, and you make sure the setting's right, You're out here in nature. You're doing these things, right? This person will ascend that much faster because when you tap into plant medicine, they remove the ego, they remove the doubt, they remove the fear, or they deal with it directly, right? They deal with all their doubt and their denial directly, and so do you. And they say that 5 grams of psilocybin is equivalent to 10 years of psychotherapy in one night. In one night. Yep. Yep. Have you a list of plant medicines? I do. Psilocybin mushroom. Amanita mushroom. Iboga, which they call the miracle tree. Bufo. Cambo. Hape snuff. San Pedro. Peyote. Marijuana. What is over there making all that noise? Y'all tripping over there. Chill out. There's my list. I'm not going to repeat it. Just run the video back. Okay? But if you want them to ascend, or you haven't done it as well, then you probably should do it too. It'd be a life-changing experience. And somebody asked me, did I start to get downloads after I tapped in? I started to get, no, I had downloads before. We always get downloads. But I had downloads that I couldn't deny anymore. Like who I was, like flying, like the feminine energy being the creator, dinosaurs, dragons, Egypt, the fact that America is Egypt, that type of stuff. So yeah, there you go. I'm not talking about a microdose either, D-Choice. A macrodose is going to be the one. You see? You should take more. Yeah. But only if you feel like you should take more. That's you. Take more if you want to. It's really up to you. Really up to you. You know how much you should take. How about asking yourself, yo, how much should I take next time? If 5 grams jumps in there, don't kick it out. Accept the journey. And if you've held on to your solar energy, it's going to be that much better. I'm talking about visuals, magic. Man. Listen, Mary J definitely goes under the radar. And what correct, you have to set, like when people smoke marijuana, just set an intention. Hold on. Something's detoxing me like something crazy right now. I didn't even eat today. See, if you overuse marijuana, that's a problem. It's a problem. You can't use plant medicine as a crutch because you're a plant as well. And you got to tap into your inner power too. Plant medicine shows more of you to you and enhances your journeys. But when you overuse plant medicine, it starts whooping your ass. So you can't abuse it. Just like you can't abuse anything else. Too much of anything is not good for you. Think about that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Somebody said I had an experience already and I feel like I haven't been getting the answers I need. Maybe you're not asking the right questions. But see, one thing I want to tell y'all about plant medicine is that if you're not tapping into the information inside of you before you go under plant medicine or reading the right books that will tap you into yourself in a deeper way and open up more neural pathways in your mind, your brain, you will not get the same experiences as other people who are talking about they're getting. Plant medicine experiences are, and the level of them are based off of what you're doing in your actual life, how much you're expanding your consciousness in your actual life. You can't just go on plant medicine, do nothing, and go back on plant medicine and expect you're going to get something. The way you live life is based off of what you're going to get off plant medicine. So I keep on telling y'all that the books that I tapped into that gave me that helped me and opened my brain up to give me some of the best experience on plant medicine was Malachi Z. York's books. You know, Rashad Jamal, he be dropping information as well. Y'all want to join his university. He's giving information from jail right now. But tap into his stuff too. He's another one. I know when people are the right ones and not fakes. Oh, 10. Look, there it is. You see it? Right there behind the trees. See him? Boom. 10. I told y'all, 10 planes, family. 10 planes. What are the right questions to ask? When you read the right books, you'll know the right questions. Do you see? Why would I tell y'all online where I get plant medicine from? Y'all better hit me up. I'm not going to just I don't put my connects out here. I'll never do that. Ever. You know? Better hit me up on a private tip. All right. Now, here's one thing I've noticed, family, is that, I'm sorry, before I get into that, I'm going to answer the duck flower thing. I did duck flower 6 months ago. I wanted to try it out to see how it was. When the radiation hit the planet 2 days ago, right, it felt like I was on duck flower. That's the only thing I can relate it to. It felt like I was on duck flower. So the radiation is doing what duck flower does. That was hitting through the chemtrails, right? This radiation is better because we got through it. But yeah, the sun detoxing you is helping you clear out so you can get the downloads. A lot of us are blocked because of the food. A lot of us are blocked because of the things we're consuming in our mind. And this radiation from the sun, this cosmic radiation, is clearing us out so we can get this information now. Yeah. And that parasite cleanse, yes, it does. So you compare the parasite destroyer to duck flower? It made you throw up? I never heard anybody make it throw up now. Good grief. What you have in your body? Listen, man, some of y'all got some real parasites up in here. It'll put you on a toilet, though, a little bit, get them out, regulate your digestion, but never heard make anybody throw up now. But if it did, it's a good thing. If it did, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, family. Just letting y'all know it's a good thing to throw up. If you got to get it out of you. I mean, do you want it in you or you want it out of you? Because with the other day after I did my live video, I went to the bathroom and I threw it right after that. It was crazy. Yes, long-term effects of duck flower is bad for you. It is. It is bad for you. It is bad. It is bad. I would never want... Throwing up that much is not good for the body. You know what I'm saying? Throwing up that much is not good for the body. So just make sure you take your time. Don't do too much duck flower. There it is. Somebody said the parasite detox worked within minutes. Damn. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. All right. Here's a question. People ask me questions now. Okay. What are the right books through the most... Okay. The Alchemist. That's good. It was good, but that was more in the beginning of my journey. I want to go to the books that really tell me the information I really want to know. I want to know that, but cosmic information. The Man from Planet Risk. The Melanite Children. Who Are the Black Gods? The Dog. The Science of Creation. What was the other one? What was it? The Science of Concentration. What was the other one? Off the top of my head, what was the other one, yo? Dr. York versus the Computer. It was a bunch of them I got up in there. A lot of scrolls. Yeah. I always give homage to people who taught me. Dr. York, Rashad Jamal, brought information that I needed to remember. This information, if anybody out here online says this is my information, question everything they do after that. They're in their ego. This is not any of our information. We're giving, Billy Carson, we're giving it back to ourselves, right? I saw this thing that somebody asked me about where Yaqui said he made a drink. He didn't make a drink. It was already there. Like, I like Yaqui, but chill out, brother. Chill out. This is not your drink. When you combine certain ingredients, this is not yours. Come on, y'all. We gotta stop with that. We gotta stop with the pastor type of stuff. This is not our information. This is not... Nobody owns this information. I saw Young Pharaoh doing that before, too, a long time ago. That's why I stopped. When he starts saying that, I start watching him. I'm like, man, you think you don't own this information. You know what I mean? You don't own it. None of us own it. We're giving it back to ourselves. You know? We really are. We just got, oh, another one. That's 11. Hold on. That's 11. Where is it at? Right there, 11. 11. So far we've seen 11. Yeah. Recycle info. Bobby Hemmett has said one time, right? Why do y'all keep, Nasir Ra's the truth too. He said, why do y'all keep on liking the stuff that y'all already know? That's not why y'all here. You're here to hear the information that you don't know. You see? Okay. So, head crack. Information on chosen ones, right? He says, just because I'm here and aware wouldn't make me a chosen one, correct? Because you're here and aware is not all chosen ones need to be chosen ones. You have to be here, aware, and doing something with the information which it is you know within your life first before anybody else's, because you can't help anybody else and raise the level of their frequency until you've raised yours. To find out the information doesn't make you chosen. When I found out, I wasn't chosen yet. When I did something with it, that is when I began to walk the path of the hero's journey to be chosen. Now, before we got here, we all knew if we were going to be chosen. But to say I am chosen doesn't make it be just because you said it. It's about what you do with that information and how you move in life after that point, operating in your authentic self and not being afraid of other people. Because by being chosen, other individuals will laugh at you, make you feel like you're stupid. You're going to lose a lot of people, friends, family, spouse. You see? You know if you're chosen when you're in that space of being chosen, just so you know. It's not just because you know things. A lot of people out here know things and do nothing with it. They be knowing things and they don't be doing nothing with this information. Just because you know, and then they try to flex the information as if it has done something for your life besides knowing it. And the only reason you use it is because you flexing it. Oh, I know more than you now. That's some bullshit. That's some ego stuff. No. You need to take the information, use it, apply it in your life, get benefits from it, and then share it. Become the example, then share it. You see? Apply. The application of knowledge is power. Knowledge is power is not all you need. The application of such knowledge into your life, gaining benefits from that knowledge, using it for benefits in your life, turning your third dimension experience into a fourth dimension experience, and then sharing it with other individuals, make you chosen. You see? Will some human beings ascend since they can't take the sun? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no. I was told it was a frequency thing with ascension because all of the people that look like this aren't going to make it either. That's what I was told. But I don't know for sure. You know what? I'm tapping in tonight. So I'll ask them. I'll set an intention to receive that information tonight, and I'll come back with that on Tuesday or Wednesday. Because normally when I tap in under plant medicine, I need about a day or two to integrate. All right? I'm going to need a day or two to integrate with this one. Because I'm going under a heavy dose tonight. And I might show up tonight and bend some fire. I don't know. I might do it depending on where my experience is tonight. I have an intention to bend fire and bring some dragons out tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll set up my tripod by the fire tonight and get ready after this video. You know? Because us are basically the sun walking on earth. Yes, we are. We are person, the percentage of the sun. We have an inner sun inside of here as well, the solar plexus. That's the sun that we can harness. So when that sun goes away, we have to take our attention internally, focus on that sun, you know? When you tap in under the plant medicine, what is the best question to ask? The best question to ask is the one you feel like asking, you know? Let me rephrase it. The best thing to set an intention for is to allow whatever is supposed to happen to happen. So if you don't know what question to ask, whenever I go under plant medicine and I'm not sure what question to ask, I will say, listen, please allow in this experience whatever is supposed to happen. Please show me what I'm supposed to be seeing in this experience. This is how you allow, and it's like a form of surrendering. You see what I mean? It's like a form of surrendering. So if you want to have an experience that's meant for you, just surrender to whatever is going to happen. And there you go. And there you go. All right? And there you go. Let me see. Is that all my stuff I want to talk about today? Oh, last thing. So I've noticed that after my detox that I went through, that was like duck flower from the radiation the solar flare hit the planet the other day, I don't need to eat right now. And because I'm like a god of destruction, so like Beerus in Dragon Ball Z, every time Beerus went to a planet, he would always want to enjoy their delicacies, their food, their snacks. And I was one of those people for the first 35 years of my life. I'm 41 now. I say 38 years, because I was enjoying vegan snacks before. And even when healthy food, I would like to eat. I would just enjoy eating. Now I was eating once a day for about a month, just once a day, every day, maybe not even once a day sometimes. And I tried to eat yesterday, right? Something very healthy I tried to eat yesterday. And I noticed that my digestion wasn't working. I would eat and it would just go in my stomach and do nothing and not move. I'm like, what's going on with my body? Why isn't it digesting right now? So then I had to do an enema to get it out. My higher self said, because you ain't supposed to be eating right now at all. I said, okay, bet. Bet. So maybe some of y'all are feeling like you don't need to eat right now. You should probably get outside and absorb the sun, because I do burn ancestor money. But yeah, you should probably get outside in the sun and eat the sun, because it's turning into being more satiating than food right now. And don't be hard-headed like me and not listen to that. Because even no matter where you are, sometimes you're hard-headed because you want to do what you want to do. So if you're not feeling like you want to eat right now, don't eat. Because your body's going to reject the food no matter how good you feel like it is for you, because all the food is bad for you. Even if it's healthier than unhealthiest, it's still bad for you if you're not meant to eat right now. All right? Yeah. All right, so I wanted to end my live on that. Like I said, if anybody wanted to go to the website and grab the Vitamin X supplement, this has everything y'all been asking for me to get back. Moringa, Mucuna, ashwagandha, and a new one called Bacopa. Okay? If anybody wants to go there and get a 30% discount, go to my website and enter XGene. And there you go. And this symbol right here is called Sri Lantra. I want you to read the description of this product to look at what Sri Lantra does in your life, because people are saying that my supplements are working very fast. This is because I'm using sacred geometry, the ancient form of healing, in all of these supplements. This one here is Vitamin X. And who has the X gene, family? What have they been marking the skies with? The X. What do they call Twitter right now? The X. What's this new disease they're coming out with? The X. They're talking about you, the X-Men. This is going to be fuel for the X-Men. Never take a multivitamin again, and if you're not taking this. Maximum nutrients. Go through the list and see all the nutrients this has. Vitamin X. I probably don't need to eat because I'm getting micronutrients. Somebody said, why do they mark X marks the sky? Because they're talking to you. We're trying to X you guys out because you're the X-Men. They're talking to you. Got something in my eye? What the hell got in my eye? I think something flew in my eye? The hell was that? Nobody even told me? I thought y'all was my friends. Nobody even told me something was in my eye. XRP, there you go. Always over your house, all that stuff, family. Always. Always. All right, somebody wants to come in my live. Before I go, I'm gonna let you come in. Who this? Let's see what we got here. What we got? Oh, I got something other. Oh, I do. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. My God, this is called detoxing, yo. I'm detoxing. It's crazy. It's coming out of everywhere. Wow, I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Wow, I'm detoxing. This is crazy, yo. The sun really does this to us. It wasn't like this in the beginning. That's crazy. It wasn't even like this. Y'all saw how that happened right on live camera. Wild. I don't mind sharing all aspects of my ascension. Today I was spitting, stuff coming in my eye. Oh man. That's what happens when you sit out in the sun every day. You don't want this stuff in your bodies. No matter how healthy you are, you still got some residuals left inside of you. It's a beautiful thing to have it happen on live. I guess I'm sharing my true authentic self, inside and outside. Inside to come outside. See what I'm saying? So I'll get who wants to come on live right now before I go? I can have a conversation. You tried to come on live already, you didn't come. I already said we can go live. What's up? I accepted you already. I did. Who's trying to come on live? Who this? Boom. It's, okay. Maybe it's not letting you come because sometimes it don't let people come on live. I don't know why though. Oh, another one. Hold on, y'all. This is 12. Where's it at? It's right behind the trees too. Look. 12. 12. 12. Hey, look at that sun. Hold on, look at that sun, family. Look at that sun. That thing is beaming. Y'all see that sun? Y'all see that sun? It's beaming right now. My goodness. Steaming. All right, let's go. James want to go live. Let's go. Let's see what we got going on here. Man, that was wild. All right, here we go. There we go. Can I hear him?
What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. What's going on? How you
Man,
feeling?
what's good, man?
You know what's good.
Yeah. How's everybody doing, man? I see you out here
You
getting
know
it
I
in.
am. All day,
Yeah,
every day, man.
I see you out here getting it in. I'm gonna put on my hoodie. I'm gonna get in the sun too.
Yeah, getting the sun, bro. That's
Get in
right.
the sun,
What's
man.
up?
Wait. Nah, man, I just wanted to join you, man. Just be a part of the process and just kick it with you for a little bit, man. I've been missing you on the court. On the court, I was
Yeah,
out there yesterday.
I took a step back. I took a step back to work on Reggie a little bit
Yeah,
and just don't really got much zeal to play ball right now. I'm on this right now, bro.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I'm not. I see everything. I
yeah,
see everything. I see everything. Everything is good though, man.
absolutely. Yeah,
Everything is good. I'm glad you're putting that information out there, man. People need to know that, man.
absolutely.
I need to trust ourselves, man, and trust what this man is doing. Because we'll be going through the same stuff. He's on another level, but I see it. It happens and it works. And follow your guts and your instincts, man. That's the best thing I can say to y'all. Straight up.
Yeah, little background. James he knew me before I woke up. He knew me before I was like this. He knew me before I was into any spirituality whatsoever. He knew me. I was just, we just know each other from playing ball back in the day. And just, the growth that we both that took place inside of both of us is just different now. But he knew me then.
And with that said, I'm gonna be honest, like you were mad aggressive, like straight up, like mad. I could see Mr. Intensity. That suited you at that time. That was about 10 years ago,
Hmm.
but I love playing against it because it brought it out of me. I'm a different person when I'm on the court.
Yeah.
So, but I do see the change even from the weight to the skin.
Hmm.
It's real talk, real stuff, man. It's real stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely, man. I remember you said that when I first, like, yo, when I said out my name, Mr. Intention, he's like, yeah, I can see that. I can see
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I'm still
yeah.
like
I
that
mean,
before. It's
yeah,
just,
it's real.
yeah,
It's real.
yeah, yeah.
It's definitely real, man. I mean, it's the reason why people name themselves, and some people are overdoing it, but the genuine ones know what they're doing, and that Mr. Intensity, you really. It's still you, but the change from then to now is totally different. It's totally different. Totally different. Straight
Yeah,
up. That's
most
real
definitely.
talk. You know, it's real talk.
Yeah,
And he didn't. You didn't have a beard. You know, he
nah,
didn't have a beard. You know, the beyond the face, it wasn't. It was always shaved. So when you started using the urine therapy, I saw the transition. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you up front because I was around. The stuff works. The stuff works. You know, so just because it's a lot of people out here that are putting on just to put on. They you know they'll be one way, another one way, and then they join a religion that they claim they're not supposed to be with. So it's real. What you're doing out here is real. You're not faking at all, man. I mean, I just want to validate that and endorse that. You know, so I've used your products. Your products work for me. My next product I'm gonna use your earthly elevations. I'm gonna tap in and see where it goes from there.
most definitely, man. Yeah, yeah. Earthly elevation. When I started intensity, I was one thing, but earthly elevation is a different type of energy with it. It's like, I had gotten approval. I had asked my guides and everything before when I asked permission for earthly elevation, they said, your pathway for this one is clear. So I got approval for this, which is why they working, because I'm using ancient healing science behind this, and they put it in me to use sacred geometry and all this type of stuff and these different concoctions. So now, using it and seeing that it's working with the people is just confirming and giving me more confidence, because when you listen to your downloads and they begin to work for you, you begin to have more confidence in what comes through you to accept it, and then that gives them more information to channel in you, because they know you're going to share it with the people. People normally get downloads and they keep it to themselves because they're worried about what other people think. You're not going to get any more than what you're getting, because you're scared of it. You're scared of who you are. Your downloads are who you are.
Yeah,
So yeah, absolutely.
yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
good stuff, man. Um, you know, I'm definitely going to try your new stuff. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna definitely give you the
yeah,
feedback.
yeah, most definitely. I was going to come today too. I was going to bring Reggie to play ball, but I decided to work him out because I pulled him off his basketball team because he was experiencing a lot of racism from the coach. Like he was going
Oh, you
through
did?
all him and all the other melanated kids was going through attacks all year, and you got to make a decision as a parent to protect your children, and whether
Yeah,
you're going to kids through that.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't have my kid. I don't have my wife. We've been homeschooling since 2017, and we pulled them out just in time before before the vaccination stuff started playing around with people's brains and minds. And I mean, to do something like that, you got to really understand what you're doing. You're taking control of your life. You're understanding. I mean, even just becoming an entrepreneur, you're taking control of everything that you're doing and being responsible. And
yeah,
having individuals such as yourself to talk to relate to and understand what's going on. You guys need that. You got to find that person that you can resonate with and understand. When you in this matrix, when you realize that you're in the matrix, you have to set yourself up in such a way that you take advantage of what's in the matrix, but rise above it. So that's the best way to do, man. I mean, taking your son out of school, I get it, but it's so many things out here in regards to going to that on that route and playing sports. It's so many avenues to still getting to that next level.
yeah,
So
yeah,
because you know the game, you could take him straight to what he needs to do in order to get to the next stage. And with all these elements involved to make money, yeah, I'm not worried about that.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. And sometimes when things push you that way, you gotta accept the mission, no matter how difficult it may seem. You gotta accept it, And with all we've already been through and all we've already shown, it's like this lines right up with just another test,
It was
that we gonna.
it's crazy. You mentioned the mission. It's crazy. You and I talked a couple months ago, about a month ago, and you mentioned about being on your mission. So and then I heard another clip from Ella Cool J saying the same exact thing right after we talked. I was like, damn. So being on your mission is very important, man, because you know what you're getting up for, you know what your drive is, and you don't let nothing get in that way. And everybody around you respect you for it. When you're on your mission, you're on your team, you understand what you got to do because you also got to understand that when we make these decisions, everybody's not going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not going to stay. They're going to hate you. They're not going to like you. You got to stand your ground and stay on your mission and don't forget what your mission
Yeah.
is.
That's the thing about being a chosen one too. Like when you begin to operate in your authenticity, people either it's no in between. They either love you or they hate you. I've noticed that. It's no in between. Because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
a
It's
walk
no,
no in between.
right, right. You gotta once you know you're the star and you're gonna live and die with that decision. You have to understand that, and you're gonna go through different mental breakdowns. But those breakdowns are meant to bring you back up.
Most definitely.
Once you realize you're the star, and some people are not gonna go. Some people are gonna fall by the wayside. I mean, everybody know what Harriet Tubman did. She shot people who wasn't trying to go
Raw.
get down with get down with the cause. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
shot people. She
Yeah.
shot niggas. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you just got to realize when you make that decision, everybody's not going to go. In fact, there's an album out that says everybody's not going to go. I think it's Kevin Gates. Yeah,
Mm,
something like that. But anyway, everybody's not going to go with you, man. I mean, and I'd rather be it that way. I rather see who's coming, see who's leaving. I want to see my
yep.
enemies because your enemies may become your friends, but everybody's not going to
Yep.
go.
I think people struggle with that too. Because some of us try to bring everybody with us, but it's a detriment to us, because they pull us down.
Yeah,
And we have to
yeah,
realize when a person is savable by us. Like we can't save everybody. We can plant seeds, but there are people who we plant seeds with, and there are people that we can help save themselves.
yeah,
But seeds, we may not be the one to get them to where they got to go, but they can't. Everybody just can't go with us. I remember one time I went under on shrooms until 2020, and I was begging. I'm like, I want everybody to go. I want them to go. It was my family it was my wife, it was my sons. I want everybody to go. They're like, yo, they all can't go. I'm like, damn, yo, damn.
yeah. I mean, that's for me. Before coming into this knowledge, understanding death. I didn't experience death at a young age, but some key people died in my life early on at a young age. I kind of knew I had this feeling like everybody's not going to be there all the time,
Yeah,
and I came to grasp with the
yeah,
meaning of death.
yeah.
I used to be scared of thinking not uh, existing. But once you understand what energy is, and if you're a ball of energy, you know what that energy is.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be on that wavelength to understand that. And
Yeah.
when you talk like this, everybody's not going to be on the same
Nah,
page.
nah.
Everybody's not going to be. They're not going to get it. They're not ready to get it.
They're not.
I
They're
think
not, yo.
I think at that point when you talk like this, you're supposed to meet at that point in time and speak about what you're supposed to speak about, and they're not ready for it. But later on down the line, they're gonna pick that up because that information, those words that you left with them, is still in their brain, in their DNA, in their memory.
Mm-hmm.
When they pick that up, that's when it's time for them to get up and go
Mm-hmm.
and move with what they know. So just understanding when you talk like this, everybody is not going to be on the same page.
Real,
It's just I mean, on anything you do, you just can't help it.
real talk. Yeah, that's it. You said it best, bro. Like whenever you speak like this, it shows them where their conscience is at, and some people just check out. And you can always tell when you're talking to somebody and they check out, But it's good because you have to implant that in their subconscious mind, or even when you're with somebody and you're watching something with them, or you learn something with them, and they fall asleep, or they just try to change the subject. It lets you know where they are. It's like a fail-safe that's been implanted in them that their program does not allow them to go to the next level. It's interesting, but it's beautiful at the same time too.
Yeah,
So you know who to be around.
yeah. I want to say this too, man. I mean, I came into this around 33 for 7 years, and honestly, when they say you go through things with this information and understanding who you are, where you are, it's good to know that there's stages to this knowledge and information. There's stages. Going through what I went through, I understand what I could have done to do things differently. But if those of you who just came into this information really get a time, like really take into what you're doing and saying, you know what I'm saying? Control those emotions.
Mm.
Control those emotions because at the end of the day, they're just emotions. Even Mike Tyson said, "I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the clip. If you're not in control of your emotions are going to control you."
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't control those emotions, you're going to tear some stuff up. And maybe, just maybe, you're meant to do it at that point in time. But realize that once you talk this way, it ain't no coming back from it. And then applying what you know about, because I had an issue applying, like talking like this to people that don't understand, and I'm not living it. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to make my disclaimers, but it doesn't matter. You know, if you're not applying to what you know, you're gonna look bad. You're gonna look stupid. You know, you're gonna paint a bad light on what you know and people in that's in your circle, in your community. So I would say take your time with this information, read and go with what resonates with you, and talk. Like really communicate, talk before you act. That's the best advice I can give anybody when talking about this information, because if you don't talk and think through what you're about to do, because once you do it, it's already etched in stone. But think about what you got to do before you act. That's the best advice I can give everyone who's coming into this information, because you're going to go through stages of anger and just angry. I mean, I was just angry, dog, angry at everybody, and I came at everybody. I mean, you're supposed to go through it, but if you can't, if you can prevent it, prevent it. Because it's certain. You even see with different people, like Dr. Umar Johnson. He is powerful. He has all the information, the knowledge, the intellectual. He knows African studies, but my personal opinion, he's angry.
Oh, he's very angry. Yes, he is. Yeah,
Angry.
he's very
Angry, because when he came at Dr. Boyce Watkins and Tariq Leak, that was the point in time where you could have just mended together as men and ascended. But everybody's so angry, man. I mean, that anger is the first emotion, the root chakra that you got to control. And that's if you stop there, you got to come back again and go to the next stage. So things are stages. There's a reason why it's 7 stages and 8 stages. You know, so just really understand what you're going through and try to find somebody who you can relate to speak this about. Because you may destroy people around you, and it may be meant to be. But if you can prevent it and do it in such a way where you can just kind of walk the dog out the house, do it that way.
And I want to piggyback off of that, what you said about Dr. Umar, is because I think that's one of the biggest things that's slowing him down with his ascension, his progress, and what he's trying to do. Because what he's trying to do is right. What he's saying is correct. It's just his approach, because he hasn't learned how to harness that emotion that's running through him. If he got past that chakra, which you're talking about, he would get through to more people, because he would become more relatable and more easier to listen to, to people who are going to, support his mission. But because he appears to be an angry black man, they can't hear the level of conscience that he actually has, because he can't control in his approach. One thing I always learn about me getting through people is my approach and the way you say things. The way you say things going to get people to do what you want them to do or not. So you got, like he said, like James said, think about what it is you're saying before you say it. Okay, how do I get through this person? Because if I just get through to them the way I feel, it's probably going to make them shut down. And what Dr. is, people are hearing him, but they're hearing him for the entertainment value of what he's saying, because it's a shock factor. It's becoming a shock factor, but he's not getting the real work done because of that anger. He's getting work done, but he's not getting it done as fast as he should have done.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. That's a lot of money that he got people put up, man. That's a lot of money, and you don't need that much money to put a school up.
Nah.
You done videos with rappers, big time rappers, Jadakiss, and nobody can give you some bread to get up a school, and you for the black people. Now you looking kind of crazy. I mean, I support him from one of those levels, from an African level. I don't even like African. I don't like African. You know what I'm saying? As Afrikaners. I don't even like that word, but just so that everyone can understand where we at.
Scipio Africanus.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Scipio.
But he's still for the people. But when you stuck at a certain stage, you may be meant to be stuck at that stage. I don't know. I can't speak on his ascension process, but know that there's a process that you got to go through, and grasp and control those emotions, and understand what you got to do to control them. Because if you don't control your emotions, somebody's going to control you.
That's facts. And sometimes people are stuck at a stage because they haven't seen yet what next stage they have to get to based off of what they're looking inside
Yeah.
themselves. So
Yeah.
watching this and you're like, I'm stagnant because you're not seeing something you got to get past. Or if you're going through the same situation or meeting the same type of person over again, you're it's something inside of you haven't changed, what you're bringing back to yourself over and over and over again.
Yeah.
People got to know.
Yeah, it always come back to you,
Yeah.
man. It's crazy. Anything I do or any conversation I get into, because you know you and I we speak, it still comes back to me. I
Mm-hmm.
still say, man, I'm responsible for for this conversation the way it panned out, even if I lost control of my emotion.
Mm-hmm.
It's still somebody say you are in reflection, and that's just true. I mean, you are a reflection, and sometimes you're speaking to yourself not knowing and understanding that you're damaging yourself if you're not saying it the right way on that person's level.
Yeah. On their level. That's what I just on their level of
Yeah,
comprehension. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
if we're not on their level, man, it's gonna skip.
yep.
It's gonna skip, and it ain't gonna last long.
Nope. Nope. That's one of the biggest things about relationships, man. Communication and the way you do it.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The way you, I mean, you learn this in sales. I mean, it's used in everything.
Yeah.
I listen. I have a mentor. Every time I bring a client on board, we always go through what's a sign. You know what when they were born, what's the zodiac sign, and then you break down the zodiac sign. There's a way to approach that person based on their zodiac sign. So with that, I've learned how to adjust my temperament based upon their zodiac sign. And
Mm.
what happens is not just keeping it, on a mundane level, you will come across the people that's in your realm of your community in everything that you do.
Mm.
They're going to come into in your path, and you're going to notice, okay, Tauruses or Geminis or Aquariuses. I'm always around these type of folks.
Mm.
You're going to if you're able to step back and reflect from now on down, which you're supposed to have time for. If you're able to reflect and pick that pattern up, you'll be able to understand your path and the way you walk and who you deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because even though these zodiac signs are put in place to control, you're not meant to stick to them.
Mm.
They're not meant to control you. You got to control it and understand that you're by default, by nature, you're going to fall in a certain way just because you're not an animal, but just an animal like characteristic that you just fall right into.
Mm.
So just going back to what I said, understanding how you talk and understand where people at in their zodiac sign or whatever level that they're on. If you know how to do that, that's when you become a master.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight up, you become a master, and you're able to remove yourself from situations and understand. Oh, I said this. This is why this person is acting this way.
Mm-hmm.
Let me adjust. Let me put it in a different way, or let somebody else do it, and we still, benefit from whatever intention it was to come
Mm-hmm.
together. So I mean, the zodiac stuff, and it's important, but it's not the end all
Mm.
be all.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things about that too is when you are talking to somebody with a disagreement, a lot of people listen only to respond back, but they don't really listen to a person. Try to understand
Right.
what they're saying. They try to. It's like, oh, I want to win this conversation. I just only want to. I only want to. I hear them, but I don't really hear them. I'm not trying to
Right.
get their conscience and what they're saying. Put myself in their shoes when they're telling me their disagreement. They only listen to respond.
Right.
But when you stop listening to respond and listen to understand, and then respond, you'll get through to the person too. I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
that too. I
Yeah.
feel that a lot.
Yeah.
I never was. I'm not a talker, but once I get at a certain stage in my anger, I was like, it's all raps.
Yeah.
But I learned that you got to really sit back and take in what this person said, even if you don't agree
Yeah.
with that person,
Yeah.
because you still got to pick up what they said to put down the next move you're going to make. You got to pick it up to put it down to understand what next move you're going to make,
Yeah.
or what thought or action or comment you're going to make. So that next comment, thought, or action may be the detriment to your next stage and elevation. It may set you
Yeah.
back. It may push you somewhere that you wasn't trying to be at if you controlled your emotions. enough to listen and hear and understand what this person is trying to go through.
Somebody said, wouldn't it be better to adjust the energy and not just not? I think it's better to adjust both.
Yeah,
You know, by
yeah,
adjusting your approach, you change the energy.
yeah. You change it. And so that's the thing. When you understand energy, you understand electricity, you use the electricity for certain things. So yeah, you adjust your energy will kind of, it'll integrate with their characteristics in order for y'all to get some type of understanding. Because their
Mm-hmm.
characteristics, you can't really change their characteristics because it's what you can't change
Mm-hmm.
mine. But you can adjust that energy the way you kind of talk to somebody to come to an agreement, to come to a matching an agreement, basically. So adjusting your energy at first, because that energy you could probably want to ram them right over. You might want to say fuck them, like I ain't trying to do that. That energy, you're gonna have that same energy when they come at you again, when they come at you tenfold, because you got to don't forget that the laws of the universe, cause and effect. You know, you want that call, you put it out there, it's going to come back to you either equal or more than what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
So I say adjust that energy, then those characteristics will come back at the energy that you kind of put out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, man. It's like everybody. If you look at it from the higher level as somebody who's ascending as a spiritual being, you have to realize that this person is a reflection of you. And if this person is talking to you in a particular way, they see something, you have to look at them like you're looking at you. Like I'm looking at me at another version. I need to really get to understand this reflection of me. If you don't come at it with that angle, it's very difficult to change, or even because you can't change characteristics, but you can help them look at their characteristics by how you approach them.
yeah,
Like if
yeah,
you answer them back in a way where it's just unemotional, just controlled and logical, and say I understand you, uh, and you say it back to them what they said to you. First, you let them know that you're listening to them, which they want to hear. A lot of women
hmm
want you're listening. A lot of men don't listen. A lot of women don't listen. So if you
yeah,
want to first answer somebody back, you say some things they said back to them, back to you, to them,
right,
to disarm
right,
them, so you can actually get through to them first. Then you tell them your perspective, but you only tell them perspective based off of emotional control. That's one of the biggest ones. Don't
yeah. A,
tell them
a
that
good strategy, a good
times.
strategy for that is just to recap what they said.
Yeah,
Like recap, let me recap. Okay, so you want this, this, and this. All right, I see that. Well, you want this. I can do that in order to make this happen.
yep.
Just being able to, doing this, that, just to recap what that person said. It's like, okay, yeah, you okay.
Mm-hmm.
It may not make sense to you. Your facial expression may be like, damn, this don't make any
Yeah,
damn sense.
yeah.
But they may know that it don't make any sense, but they also know that you are listening.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to be logical and reasonable and come at them on their level so that way the conversation or whatever thing is going on could
Yeah.
flow. The agreement can be made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah, man. As the sun goes away, I'm about to end this live because my son is leaving me right now.
Yeah, I
Right.
keep backing up to keep the sun up too myself.
My son going right now, man. Yeah, but this was a
Yeah.
good show, bro. I appreciate you. I see people want to come on here, but I'm about to get off this live because my son's going away, and it's getting as the sun goes away, the temperature just dropped like 15 degrees just now. I need this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's time to go into the night stuff.
I gotta prepare for my. I'm tapping in tonight, so I gotta prepare my fire for it tonight because it's about to be a night. So
All right.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right, man. It was a
man.
good speaking with you, man. Definitely we'll catch up. All right.
We're wrap.
All right, all right, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace. Let me see how do we end it. I don't know how we end it. There we go. All right. Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all joining in for this live, unexpected visitor, one of my homies that we always build. It's one of the only people I actually talk to on the phone and build with on a regular basis. But I appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, if anybody wants some great products that do work, go to the website, earthlyelevation.com, enter XGene in for 30% off. Grab the new one called Vitamin X, Ultimate Nutrient with Mucuna, Moringa, Ashwagandha, and Bacopa. Talk to y'all soon. Till the next video. Peace.